I feel like when I wear a black shirt, I'm just a floating head. I meant to wear a different color, but it matches everything in the background. So I am 4 days out from launching my new website with my rebrand and everything that I've been working on over the past couple of months. And actually, we're launching a day early for our email list subscribers. So I didn't really have a lot of time to plan like any kind of really structured video for you, but I thought it would be interesting if I just gave you an update on my rebrand, my experience with it, what I have been working on, what I changed, and just kind of my overall social media strategy moving forward, and just kind of diving into that on how I'm structuring the launch of this rebrand that I'm so excited for. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. And I make videos all about the journey of starting a candle business. And I am just giving you an update on my rebrand, what I have done. I meant to turn this off. I have my computer on in front of me right now. And what I wanted to do is just kind of go over where I'm at right now in the rebrand. I did shut down my website. So what I decided to do with this rebrand is, instead of just kind of switching it over one day, I really wanted to build hype on the rebrand. I think that building hype over anything that you have within your business, whether it's your first initial launch, a new product, a new scent, anything that you are working on, building hype is always the best way to go. Similar to how when there's a new movie out, there is hype built up around it, and that makes people more interested in it, more excited about it. That way you're not just dropping it in front of people and being like, there it is. You're building up this anticipation. You're making it into a thing. You're making it into something exciting. And that's really what I wanted to do. So I thought the best way to go about doing that would be to shut down my website for a week. So right now our website is shut down, and let me actually just show you what it looks like. Let me get this going on here. So let me show you what it looks like when you go to my website. So this is the page that I have. This is actually an app that you can get, and I will have that listed above here or linked down below of which app I used. In the past, when I was doing a coming soon page, I actually had to do some kind of like coding and try to figure it out. Now, years later, there's apps and way more things that are much more helpful than they used to be. So this is what I have on here. So I have my rebrand launch, which is launching November 25th. And then I have a place right here where people can put in their email address to be notified of a password that I'm going to be sending out so that people can actually access to the website early. So this is another way that I'm trying to gain more people on my email list and build that hype, build that anticipation, and give people a reason to join my email list. My whole strategy moving forward with this rebrand is, of course, to build my email list like I had talked about in a previous podcast episode. But really, in order to do that, I'm trying to think of multiple different ways. Instead of just having one simple lead magnet of a pop-up of like 10 to 15% off of your first order on my website, I'm really trying to think of more ways that I can make my email list more exclusive, more like a VIP experience for everybody, to where they get things that like the regular everyday customer who's not on my email list doesn't get. And that is my strategy moving forward when it comes to actually building my email list. So I said, if you want to gain early access, you can join our email list below. I'll be emailing out a secret password on Sunday, November 24th for you to shop a day early. So of course we have new scents available, and it's just kind of a way to get people excited to be the first ones to get those new scents and just kind of experience everything. So right up here at the top right-hand corner, if you click on it, it gives a place to enter the password, and people are able to enter it, see what the new website looks like. I was going to show a sneak peek in this video, but I may just show you a couple photos. I mean, you can see on here just kind of the vibe of what I'm going for with my rebrand and how I have everything set up, but I am so excited with how everything is turning out. I'm still working on things right now. Actually, I can show you the back end of kind of what I'm working on. So I will show you just a little sneak peek into kind of the back end of everything. So this is one of the product pages. Here are the different photos I have. So I have 4 different photos on, this is actually changing. This is the email list pop-up. I'm going to be changing that. I haven't done any of that yet. And I need to figure out if I can make this less annoying. This is really annoying and I don't want to have all of these pop-ups right here. So I need to figure out a way if I can make this less annoying, if you know what I mean. So I have 4 different photos and this is how they are on the website. And what I figured out that I didn't know that you could do on Shopify, and you can let me know if you knew this. Let me know in the comment section below, say I knew that or I didn't know that, if you knew this or didn't know this. Did you know that you can create templates based on which product you are working on? So for instance, you can change up certain aspects of the product page. So like on every candle page, I can have this as a candle care on here, but if I have wax melts, this can be something else. And it's all based on the template that you're working with. And the way that you actually change it up has to do with right here is your theme template. So you can choose whichever theme template you want it to show. And I didn't know that for the longest time. I've been learning a lot more about building a Shopify store, how to really optimize your SEO. And I've learned so much throughout this process that I can then take and put it into video content and a course content and all that kind of stuff. And I'm so excited about that because I've learned just a ton of information on how to build and create a highly converting website, which is what I'm looking for. Also this, I haven't done any of my descriptions yet. This is kind of an older description, but with right here, this is actually something that I was able to implement on all of the 10-ounce large templates. So let me know in the comment section below. Did you know about that? Did you not know about that? I didn't know about that. So that was something that I have learned and I'm super excited to implement. And I am really focused on the entire customer experience. So all throughout the website, I want it to have that like really obviously like very warm and cozy, nostalgic kind of vibe to it. A lot of storytelling going into everything. So let me just show you this photo right here. So this photo right here is so sweet. This is a part of the lifestyle photography. And there's also a way that you can add in like a message and stuff like that. But this is the vibe that I was going for with my brand. It's very family focused, it's very warm, it's very nostalgic, almost like you're watching somebody's home movie, but I have our candles and products in the photos with the lighting, the colors. I'm telling you, I am just so excited for this rebrand and how everything is coming together. It really is coming together exactly how I was wanting everything. And I'm just kind of putting bits and pieces together. So right over here on Photoshop, this is what I'm working on right now. So I'm working on changing out the wax melt labels. I'm doing this for all the products. Honestly, I procrastinated on this because it's such a time-consuming part and I'm kicking myself because I should have had this prepared. Before you ever are working on getting your website together, make sure you have all of your photos ready to go. Photos are so important. I feel like photos make or break the way that your website looks. So if you have kind of not so great photos, but you have a really expensive theme, it doesn't matter. It's actually better to spend more money and more time on high quality photos and have a free theme than it is to do the opposite, have like a $400 or $500 theme with less quality photos. I promise you photos make the world of difference. But when you are trying to get everything together and kind of putting everything together for your Shopify store, have all of your photos ready to go. I knew that. It was in the back of my head. I'm like, Erica, you know that this is something that you can do before you actually shut down your website, because I wasn't able to go in and change all of the photos and do all the product listings and all the changes I was doing when my store was live. So it wasn't until I took my store down that I was actually able to then upload all of the new photography. And I was kicking myself, or I've been kicking myself, because over the past couple days, I'm like, I could be doing other things, but now I'm just working on doing all of these, mock-ups for everything. So this is what's called a mock-up. So you're able to double click. I do have a video I will have linked above, or I'll put it in the pinned comment. And this is just a way that you are able to change up the actual label name. So if I were to change it over here, I just can change up the label design. And I feel like this may only work with certain kinds of products. Like if you have black labels, I don't know how that would work, but it works really well with white labels with our design and how it works. So now it's a completely different scent, and then I can go through and save that photo. And what I've also learned is to save photos with some keywords in there as well to help with SEO. Again, there's so much information that I've learned when it comes to creating and building a store that's going to be higher converting and going to show up more in search for the keywords that you're looking for. So this is what I'm working on right now, and just kind of piecing everything together. I'm doing my collections, doing all new collections that I used to. I used to categorize everything just by like the scents of, sweet, earthy, fruity. And now I'm doing more of like a vibe and a feel. So like warm and cozy scents or fresh and uplifting scents. So that's more of the vibe that I'm going for with everything. And then I have my thank you card coming in the mail. I ordered that, and I just have some, information on there. It's more of just to kind of engage with the customer. My thinking is I am wanting to capture I'm wanting the customer to take action right away when they open up my products. I want them to leave me a review right away. I actually recently switched over from the Judge Me app over to the Loox, Loox app. And I'm going to try that out because they really kind of are tailored more towards like video or photo and video type of reviews. And that's kind of what I would really love to have on my shop, because I know that seeing people, I want to be able to see the products in people's home, because that's also a really big part of the brand, is just we're making products for our customers' homes. Like that is the main focus of what we're trying to do with the products. So I want to see the products in people's homes. And with this app, you're actually able to give a certain discount when people leave a photo or a video review. So that is something that I am wanting to do instead of just the regular text review, which those are totally fine as well. But that's something that I'm wanting to build up more on my store. And I know I could talk your ear off all day about this, but the last thing that I am focused on when it comes to my actual social media strategy has to do with the kind of content that I post on Instagram. So I have been kind of mixed feelings and emotions on what kind of content I want to post on Instagram. How personal do I want to be? How much of the face of the brand do I want to be? Because I was kind of hard on myself in the beginning, that I felt like I was too me-centric around the brand, and maybe I should pull back and be a little bit more like professional and just, I don't even know if that's the correct term that I'm looking for. But I realized that when it comes to the time that we're living in right now with social media, with small businesses, and with the way that we can structure our niche and kind of the overall audience that we're trying to target with our brand, that there can be multiple assets, multiple things that you can talk about within your brand that doesn't have to specifically only be about your brand, your company, your products, and constantly like, here's a product, here's a product, here's a product. The way that I'm thinking about it is that with our target market being homemakers and homebodies, and even like motherhood type content, I have to admit that because that's the stage of life that I'm in right now, that is the easiest way for me to make content and film kind of content and talk about that, because I'm currently going through that and it's part of my day-to-day life. So if I can connect that with my brand and be able to connect with my ideal audience, that is a better way for me to go about doing that, because I'm able to create content that's shareable, that people actually want to repost and follow. And it's not just, here's my product, here's my product, here's my product, here's my product. Because when I think about a brand, I don't necessarily want to follow a brand that is only constantly talking about their product every second and it's like a sales pitch every single time. I would rather follow a brand and a person behind a brand. You're getting to know that person, the owner of that brand. So that's kind of where I'm going with it, that even though in the beginning I was thinking, I created my candle business based on my memories and sharing that and all that. And I thought that that was too me-centric. But now that I'm really making it about my customers' memories and their experiences and their future nostalgia around the scents, I'm able to really play into my life that's going on of being a new mom, being a homemaker, being somebody who loves being home and is trying to balance being a mom and a business owner, and all that blended in that I know a lot of people are currently going through as well. And I can blend that into my content. And I'm really going to enjoy that as well, because I love talking about that. So it's also a way for me to kind of blend just my life in with my business and get to know my followers more and have them get to know me even more. So that's my social media content strategy moving forward. And I know also I had made a video talking about my goals for 2025. And I can't remember if I talked about how I was going to really try to learn Pinterest. I feel like at one moment I was like, I don't want to do Pinterest. I can't remember, or like, I don't want to get distracted with Pinterest. Oh my gosh, you guys, I swear, I try to have these goals. I try to have these things that I'm going to be focused on. And then my mind will be changed a little bit, because I start to think about things in a very logical way. Because with my ideal audience, I feel like Instagram and Pinterest are the two places that my ideal audience is going to be. And I feel like those are the two places that I need to focus on. Instagram is going to be a little bit more personal kind of content. Pinterest is going to be a little bit more like that homey, warm aesthetic that I want to have with my photos. I have plans of doing even more photo shoots throughout 2025 with my amazing photographer. And I don't know, I'm so excited. I'm, a few days out. I got a lot of work to do, but I wanted to take a moment and just share this with you all of where I'm at right now in the rebrand, how I've been doing it, my mockups, my, photography, my designs, my social media strategy. And I'll be talking more about that. I know I promised you guys a video where I will talk about how to find your target market. And I definitely have plans of making a video like that. I just need to get through. We're also like a week away from Black Friday, pretty much, I believe, right? Yeah, we're very close. So it's just a really busy time, but I'll probably be able to make another video before then, especially after we've launched and everything. But just wanted to take a moment to give you this update and share this information. Again, always just sharing my journey, because this is new to me as well with this rebrand. I've never done a rebrand like this before, but I'm really going all out with this, and I am so excited. And with that, I'm going to end today's video right here. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo. And I will see you in my next video.